Building your own red light therapy protocol is one of the best ways to guarantee your success, and it's a lot easier than you think. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact framework I use when creating red light therapy protocols, and at the end, I'm also going to give you a cheat sheet, so all the doses that you need for different benefits, so that you don't have to go through a ton of scientific studies. So I'm going to explain this first without the units of measurement, and there's two things that we're going to be looking at. The one is the light intensity. This is simply a measurement of how much light energy you're getting from your device. And then the second thing is the dose. Now the dose is essentially how much light energy you get across the entire session, and this is what differs from benefit to benefit. Now a good way to think about this is if you are filling a glass of water, depending on how much you open the tap, that would be the light intensity. So how quickly is the water flowing out of the tap? The dose would be how much water you are left with at the end. So how full is that glass? And the different benefits that we're looking at, essentially they have different sized cups. So how much light intensity and for how long do you need to hold that tap open in order to fill that certain cup? So the light intensity should be pretty straightforward for you to find out. Any red light therapy company should be disclosing what the light intensity is. It's measured in milliwatts per centimeter squared. Milliwatts, measurement of power, and then centimeter squared is the area covered. So how much milliwatts, how much energy are you getting per centimeter squared? Now it is really important that when you look at this measurement, there should be a distance next to it. So for example, you might see 80 milliwatts per centimeter squared at 6 inches away, because what ends up happening is as you move further away from your device, the light intensity does drop off. So if you're using a high quality device, the company will be telling you what the measurement is at 6, 8, and maybe even 12 inches. The dose is a measurement that you get from the study. So this would be joules per centimeter squared. And in most clinical studies, let's say they were doing pain relief, you would be able to see in the guide that they used 10 joules per centimeter squared as an example. Now we're going to jump into the formula now because I'm going to show you how you convert your light intensity, milliwatts per centimeter squared, into a dose measurement. So the formula is dose equals light intensity times time times 0.001. So let's cover a quick example. Let's say your device has 80 milliwatts per centimeter squared. The dose is going to equal 80 times, and then let's use 60, so 60 seconds. We're going to get an answer per minute. 80 times 60 times 0.001. That gives you 4.8 joules per centimeter squared, and now we're working per minute. This means that if you saw a study and in that protocol they used 20 joules per centimeter squared, you would simply go 20 joules divided by 4.8 because that's what you're getting per minute. And then that would give you 4.1666 recurring minutes. Now, I always round these numbers up because if you're working in these kinds of ranges, you're nowhere near the overdosing range of red light therapy. That's usually at 30 minutes plus. So if it was 4.166, I would be doing a 5-minute session. Now, a quick cheat sheet that you can use if you don't want to go through a ton of studies is if you are looking for superficial benefits. So let's say it's outer skin, you're looking for improved skin complexion or wound healing, then you're generally doing between 1 to 10 joules per centimeter squared. If you are looking for something a bit deeper, so let's say it's arthritis or a deep form of inflammation, then the dose that you should be aiming for can be anywhere from 10 to 50 joules per centimeter squared. Now, there's two benefits that aren't very easy to categorize as superficial or deep. So just to quickly cover those, if you're looking to improve your sleep quality, then you want to be doing 30 joules per centimeter squared per area. With the sleep protocol, you're targeting large areas, so you do 30 joules per centimeter squared on your chest and on your back, and then even you could repeat that on your legs. Another one is if you're trying to improve your energy levels, then a morning routine that you could do is 15 joules per centimeter squared. Again, you would want to target larger areas, so cover your face, chest, and back. Now, if you are considering getting yourself a red light therapy device, you need to know that most of the home devices don't actually work. So if you want to make sure that you don't waste your money, go and check out this video. I will teach you what the 4 things are to look for in a high quality red light therapy device. And that way we can make sure that you don't waste your money.